welcome back to Trucking with Purpose. Today I've got 3 quick stories I want to share with you. If you are driving, dispatching, or own your trucking business, these are the things happening in our industry right now and they could affect you directly. So let's jump right in. So the first one, if you're a whole male or you've ever thought about getting into USPS freight, this is huge. 10 Road Express, one of the biggest mail contractors, is shutting down and ending its USPS contract. Yes, completely shutting down operations. What does it mean? Well, a lot of drivers suddenly are out of work. USPS is going to be scrambling to reassign the lanes and other carriers may pick up these routes. And obviously rates in some areas might shift, at least temporarily. So if you're in the mail hauling world, were you considering it, just be aware. Things are changing fast. Big companies don't fall for no reason. Well, next story, this one honestly made me shake my head. A recent federal review found that 44% of the 16,000 trucking driving schools in the US are not even meeting government requirements. Almost half of them. And that's a scary number. So basically, there are fake CDL schools showing up in the FMCSA training provider registry. Yes, fake. Schools that don't actually train people, but somehow are proving people for their licenses. Industry leaders are calling this out because some schools aren't giving real behind-the-wheel instructions, they're issuing certificates anyway, and drivers are getting into the industry without proper training, and carriers are the ones stuck with the liability. So if you're hiring new drivers, don't trust the registry. Ask questions, verify the school, because if something goes wrong on the road, it's on you, not on the school. And from the drivers I talked to, I've heard that some of them actually finished this school in about a week. So first they had to pass obviously all the written tests, and once that is done, the driving took about a week and they were out of school with all the certificates in hand and they got their CDLs. So yes, these are real and this is scary. And for story number 3, I've got some really good news for you guys. The FMCSA is tightening the vetting process for ELD devices. So what does that mean for us? Well, only the reliable ELD brands will make the list and less chance your device gets randomly revoked. Fewer last-minute switch now headaches, and it saves you time, saves you money, saves you nerves. And if you ever had to switch ELDs overnight because your provider got pulled off the approved list, you know exactly why this is a big deal. So overall, this is actually a win for carriers and drivers. And I really hope that the ELDs that allow carriers and drivers to modify their hours and move the hours back and forth wherever they want to are gonna get out of the market. So hard-working people and the carriers who run legally and drivers who run legally and respect their hours are finally not gonna be competing against carriers who run non-stop. And when the driver's out of hours, they just do some tricks and magic and he has a new shift again. And these are guys who are running rates down. So this is a really great news for carriers and for drivers who run legally. Alright guys, that's it. Quick, simple, straight to the point. Let me know in the comments which one of these stories do you think will impact the industry the most. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share with a fan-hour driver so we can all stay informed and keep trucking with purpose. See you next one.